Welcome to Misaba, a system that survives on violence, impatience, and poor decisions. For those unfamiliar, this is an asset safety system. A graveyard disguised as a marketplace where the remains of failed empires are gathered, priced, and sold back to those desperate enough to try again. Many pilots come here to shop for low prices, convinced they are smarter than the rules of this system. But the locals froth over these moments, waiting for the first mistake, then turning those attempts into public executions. And in today's broadcast, restraint was never an option, as dozens of capitals and a titan were thrown right into the fire. We assumed control of nearly every contract available, buying supers, capitals, and everything in between. What some called misfortune became opportunity for others. Misaba is usually a quiet system, watched carefully and exploited patiently. But this time, it was made alive, funded and sanctioned by a golden empire. A decommissioned titan was issued, not for conquest or survival, but for glory, because the empire does not allow its symbols to fade quietly. When purpose ends, it is burned into history for all to witness. And naturally, the task fell to what many presume to be a mildly accurate reporter. So settle in, grab a quaif, and enjoy the show. Because this is Warlock Industries, providing cinematic battles, and for once, accurate reporting, straight from the front lines. Over 1,000 pilots showed up to witness the event, sending birthday wishes, spamming local, and settling in like this was some officially sanctioned holiday. And in case you missed the memo, despite being sponsored by the Amar Empire and bathed in the holy light of whatever it is they preach, this was also my birthday celebration, which I posted a couple days prior to the event. After a few capitals were fed, and the masses were only mildly satiated, I then remembered I had forgotten something absolutely critical. I had not yet committed galaxy-wide ship insurance fraud. So we submitted insurance forms to a suspicious Concord representative loitering in the station, who stamped everything immediately, avoided eye contact, and assured us this was all perfectly normal. Amid all this madness, I was not alone. Over weeks and months, I invited friends and various groups to take part. The plan was simple. This was meant to happen in Abazon. That plan did not survive contact with reality. Last-minute changes wiped out the entire capital defensive fleet that would have been there, which killed the chance for several groups to show up. Not ideal. Still, Abazon did not disappoint. The locals stepped in. Abazon Prime answered the call, led by one absolute madman who volunteered to act as support through the entire event. He was there to help plan the Titan movement, assist with coordination, and make sure things were set in motion. Then the unexpected happened. Plans fell apart, and the Titan stayed right where it was. A friend from my old alliance also arrived to help. He received a carrier and a Rorqual, and then ignored every survival instinct known to man by staying on grid far longer than was reasonable. With the amount of destruction happening, one-man army is not an exaggeration. And then, right on cue, Snuffed showed up the only way they know how, with capitals. Disapproval spread through local, but I remained unconcerned. The invitation was clear and written in bold letters. Bring capitals. And capitals were brought. Hundreds of billions were offered to destruction, enough to silence the hunger of an entire region. The Hell was consumed as dessert, leaving only one hull untouched. The reason every pilot around the cluster gathered to Misaba. And then, the spectacle nearly died in silence. When the event ended and the footage was reviewed, one recording was missing. It was corrupted, unusable. Out of everything captured that day, fate chose the Titan. Panic followed. This was not a loss that could be shrugged off or repeated. With no options left, I crossed fresh battle lines in a silent war between media agencies. A rival turned frenemy. They didn't hesitate. They reached into the void and brought back most of what was almost erased from history. So take this as a lesson. Always insure your assets. Because destruction is easy, recovery is not, and history only exists if someone saves it. So thanks to them, this is the Titan.